Good evening. Am I missing a light? Oh, I'm missing a light. Missing that light. There we go. That's why I was darker. Hello, hello. 40 p.m. today was not enough. We're gonna try and do another short session. Maybe make that 50 or 60, depending on motivation. We're also one key short of opening another 10. And, big congrats to Mr. Nick's avatar. He finally got his ancestral robe top, which means he has all the raid uniques now. He's been missing that piece for years. Me next, me next. No more Virtus robe top for him. That's everything. Alright, yeah, I haven't done my shopscape yet. Plenty for a few days. Cool. Frosthaven went well. A few scenarios. I thought I was going to be able to retire my character, but we're kind of hard capped on the town prosperity level before we can upgrade more buildings, and that's what I need to retire. Managed to solve the light puzzle. There was a hint from scenario that we did that was needed to put the numbers in the right order, which going forward when we're playing the digital version we need to pay attention to what scenarios are required in order to progress the puzzle. Anyway, so we'll maybe get to see the next section of that tomorrow. Oh boy. Oof, yeah. Humble. Oh boy. You know, it might be a struggle to get 10 today, tonight. I'm surprisingly, I don't know, mentally exhausted right now. So we'll try to get the 10 yet. A little optimistic when I said 20 earlier. Shell liar. succeeded tonight? Oh my goodness. Oh, humble. Hey, Cheeks. 4% loss. Clicking through sludge. Hate it. Coupled with the mental exhaustion. It's not going so well right now. That's cracking my head at a Frosthaven puzzle. I was missing a clue. Turns out it was in a previous scenario that we already encountered, so. Like, well, that makes my job easier, having all the information. On to the next puzzle. Maybe it's just the fresh air. I don't know. Well, I also didn't sleep all the while. Just a lot of factors that low energy levels right now. Helps if you actually pray. I've tanked 3 auto attacks from her so far this kill. Wild. Yeah, so we'll do at least another 5, and then I don't know. My brain is focused on this. Spend some time with the wife and watch shows or something. Please. Okay, if you deposit a stack of coins, man. Just kind of. 3 more. And we'll do those clues that I was putting off earlier. Oh, and also next kill will be 100 dry. Today is the day! If I had a sub for every time someone said that. Nah, see, I've learned long ago I can't start the stream, the day, whatever, with the attitude that today I'm gonna get it, because most of the time that doesn't happen, and if you don't achieve that goal that day, like hey, I'm gonna get the thing, your brain marks that as a failure for the day, and it only serves to demotivate you. So I try not to put that as my goal for the day. I mean, obviously that's why we're here, but the goal is just XKC per day, and we've already done 40 this morning, and then we'll do another, well, we'll be wrapping up another 10 tonight. Congrats, Nix. That is well deserved. He's finally free of chambers. Now you can go back to Zelra and get a mutagen. Nah, hell nah. got Nightmare for Inquisitor. You got Corp. What do you got left? Just those two? Yeah. Fuck, yeah, exactly. You don't want to do those back to back because they're both really long grinds. But the sheet dropper changes the game so you can go back to Chill Slayer. Yeah, I suppose that's a good thing to do to bide your time. So long as it gets done this month. I'm still waiting for Mr. Wesley Crusher for my coconut milk. You and your coconut, it's free your XP. Nice. And we're 100 dry again. Crazy how that happens when you do 50, 60 per day, and 2 days you hit the dry streak again. Too tired for this shit right now, man. Try to Zelra's fate is terrible. Yeah, Zelra has a very steep learning curve. There's like some advice I can try helping you out with that. The biggest thing to learn about, or the biggest thing to understand about Zelda is that there's 4 different patterns, and trying to react and learn all 4 of them at once is very overwhelming, and most people can't do that, so I highly recommend not trying to do that. If you're an early game Iron Man, most of your damage comes from magic, especially if you have an IAC, because you probably don't have a good range weapon yet. Maybe you have a bulb of it. Point is, magic is very, very a large part of your damage. So, because of that, I would recommend only doing the green phases for a little bit. So, the first phase, when Zelda pops up, is always green. So that's not one of my green phases. The first time she goes down and then comes back up, that's when the cycle is determined. And so if it's red or if it's blue, then log out before she starts attacking. You'll end up back on the dock. And then just go back in and try again until you get green. And then just try doing green phase, because that is the longest period of magic damage in a row. And just learn that one pattern over, 20, 30, 40 attempts, whatever it takes you. And then when you're feeling comfortable, maybe try throwing in reds. Blue seems like the best one to learn last because it requires you to switch out of your starting gear, your mage gear. And, you have to react to it, and there's just a lot more swapping with that one compared to green, or even green-red. I just don't like that there's a lot of unavoidable damage when Tan's form comes up. What is unavoidable? Wait, Tan's is the blue one. You don't want to do that one. That one, like I said, you're gonna log out until you get green to pop up. Or are you just saying in general when blue pops up you take a lot of damage? Because yes, that is the case. It's kind of like KQ in that regard, where it just, you're gonna take damage, and we call it a mage phase, but mage is merely a suggestion. There are times when she can just do range back to back to back. There's nothing you can do about it. The text, yeah, it's random whether or not it prays range or mage. So another thing you can do with those phases is, instead of engaging Zelra, you just hide behind a pillar and just skip it. It means your fights are going to take longer, and you might have to get to Jad phase and cycle through twice. But then you avoid blue phase, and then the only thing damaging you is poison clouds and the snakelings. Or you just watch your HP, and anytime you're below 45 or 50 and she throws a range attack at you, eat some food while it's in the air, and that'll eat it. Some of the more advanced strats, like pillar stalling, help mitigate that, help keep your attacks on her 2-to-1 rather than, she attacks every 3 ticks versus your 4 tick or 5 tick, whatever you're doing. But again, those are much more advanced strats, requires a lot more understanding of the layout and fight. Remember selling with better match attack speed. Yep. And then there's also on the depending on the start, like if it's one of the red starts, the second time she comes up is mage form, and you can actually pillar stall a blowpipe into a T-bow or a Bofa shot. and then duck behind the pillar before she gets another attack off, because Blow Pipe is 2-tick. You can't do that when she's on the south side because it's out of range of Blow Pipe from the pillar. But you can still do the 1-to-1 with whatever else you're shooting at. That also, stalls her and gives you more time to not only react, but eat up behind the pillar if you need to. Because you're completely safe back there until you peek your head out. Kind of miss Zelra. Zelra is a fun boss once you get to know it. There's a reason why in our bingos, a Zelra tile is usually pretty hefty. It's a fan favorite, and everybody seems to like to do it. I really enjoy Melee Zelra. So Melee Zelra is very swingy and has high potential to be fast. I didn't find it very enjoyable. Partly because I was already, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 KC. Yeah, 5,000 or 6,000 KC, and it's like, do I really want to learn a new method? Not really. But I did try it for about 60 KC. I did a full Slayer task with it once. But you can't do things like pillar stalls because it's so far away, and oftentimes you're forced to stand in terrible areas and poison. Context for some of this stuff. I swear I saw it in videos. Did you also notice that they're wearing Inquisitor? This is why you don't take PVM advice from the wiki, because the wiki is lacking context. That makes more sense, yeah. Alright, that's about all I can stand tonight for PNM. Marks 50 for the day, so well above our daily goal. I wanted to do more this evening, and we pushed 40 before. I don't know. Just after 2KC, my motivation just went up. So we'll do the clues and call it for the night, I think. I also don't really feel like doing any shopscape tonight. I got enough for a couple days. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, interesting. Was sorry, fixing clan problems. It was there when I released the bounties, and then as soon as it updated the first bounty on there, deleted it for some reason. um, it was Muspa and some number. I don't remember what the number was, but Muspa 46 now. Warrior needs to finish the bot upgrade sooner than later. It's been like in the works for over a year now, and probably close to 2 years. Hey, Bubba. Type that mid PNM with a gamer. He's streaming right now. No. How do you know that? Party plugin. Ah. One down. I guess we can do the mediums too once we're done. Need to buy a source with strip typing. Well, at least they don't do damage to you, right? You only take two before I would start flicking. One tick flicking. One KC trips wins again. Two down. So I've been like twice in however many KC. This was especially bad. What happened? There was something that happened. Oh, so with blood pipe, usually if husks spawn right as pillars end, or yeah, um, and you have to deal with the husks before you can deal with the sleepwalkers. Normally with blowpipe, you can close the gap and finish them off, but it was on phase 2, so there's 3 sleepwalkers. I spawned on the opposite side. I wasn't anywhere close to them, and I ended up tanking 2 sleepwalkers. It was the first time that's happened in 2000 KC, something like that. Normally it's not a problem, but the odds are, you know, you're gonna have one of the sleepwalkers near you, so at least you can tag it after the husks. That is insta-kill, you're not gonna lie. It actually does scaling damage depending on which phase it is and how many sleepwalkers are alive. So if it's phase 2, or sorry, phase 1, and there's 2 sleepwalkers, you miss both of them, you're just dead. If you miss one, it does, I don't know, 100 damage or something. Like, it's a lot. Phase 3, if you miss one, it gets less and less per phase as it goes on. The wiki has a chart on that, but in like phase 3, you can miss 2, maybe even 3, and still survive. Because I think if you miss 3 in phase 3, it's the same as missing 1 in phase 2. That's how much damage you'll get hit. Not recommended, but you know, I usually just pop an angler and I'm fine. and then combo eat after the damage hits, and yeah, back up to whatever it was. Next to the volcanic mine. Just why did I come here? I did actually want to go to the dig site because I was going to go in the back entrance, and yeah. Warrior promises me Kingdom Bot 2 testing happens this week. See, we'll see. I hope so. Oh, sorry to the YouTube side. Oh my goodness. So when you click the go live button, you have to like wait. It looks like it has all the data. Okay, well, sorry to the YouTube side. You'll just have to go back in the thing. Anyway, when you click go live, you have to wait for it to process and say you're live. It doesn't just automatically start. I wonder if there's a setting that I can do that once it starts getting data, it just starts. There's got to be a setting for that. That's so dumb. It's not the first time that's happened. Enable auto start. Actually, that's probably what I need to do. Auto start. My bad. Told you I was tired. No, not Aldrin. Oh my god, it's Hisidius. Teleport here 3 times. This is why we stopped at 10 KC tonight. I'm gonna go get a snack of chips and spinach dip and relax. Talk to my wife for some. Oh, good. Always. Race completion before our armor. You don't have an AGS yet? I guess it's completely useless, so whatever. Still, that's surprising. The only hilt you're missing. So it's not just P&M and Corp. You're also missing Godware stuff yet. You don't have one either? Guys, come on. Like 23. Okay, you have an excuse. What is Nyx's KC? 1167. Okay, fine. Here, over drop rate. Also missing Skull Visage, but I'd rather Marilyn Manson miss up for grinding that out. You mean take out a rib? What? Actually, this is probably the last step. Corp time! Yeah, don't you know he did it just like how did that like spread so wide? Widespread. That's crazy. All right. Let's do the mediums, and then we'll do a quick clue opening. Raids forward. I have something that makes corp while. Raids 4 will have something that makes Inquisitor worthwhile. There you go. Wow, it's medium. Okay. What a coinky dink. I'm like right here. Is this closer? Ah, 6-1. Screw it. We're running. Yoshi. Who knows? Or who would have thought all it took was him getting claws, and it's like, oh wow, drops actually exist. All right. Just wait till he gets a mega rare. Get like a real one. Got back to back, and the duo CMs are doing as well. I think he's buzzing. I'm finally on the lucky side of things. Oh wow, back to back here. Nice. You know, it's been a while since I've checked miscellaneous. We should do that. Yeah, it's been 8 days. about that. Gonna need knee pads for how much I beg Gohas to rejoin Kingdom. What clan is he in right now? Coin Bandits. It's him and his alts, and that's it. Huh. No, maybe, I don't know. Just doesn't like some of the low IQ people, I guess? I don't know. He said he hates all the GMs. Well, black doesn't play anymore. White isn't a GM. Pink is basically just an Iron Man at this point. And then I guess Blexy and his ilk are doing a GIM session right now. I think that situation actually, yeah, exactly. There's just pink left, and he's basically just playing Iron Man mode because black quit, or not quit. It just doesn't play a whole lot. Okay, anything good today, please? Would really like some key halves from those elites. Absolute trash. We'll keep those two. Good. Steel Dragon Mask. Alright, we did get a key half and a master, so pretty much all you can hope for from elites, I guess. So we'll do that real quick too. Alright. What the hell? Drop. There it is. I was like, why don't I see you? Should have seen Sean in my boat earlier. He had to install a Whirlpool Surprise keg so he can boost to use the net. He made 50 Admiral Pies to boost from 80. Okay. It's not that good. Aye. It's a 25-minute AFK if he had the skills. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not even good fishing XP. The fish aren't really worth it. I don't know, go train at Karambans or anglers or something like that if you want AFK. Hey, that welcome in. It's better fishing SP if AFK the net than Karambans. Well, yeah, because I'm more meant to like stockpile your food. Karambans is really bad for fishing XP. It's good for banking cooking XP, but it's only 50 per fish. So yeah, it's not good. In a league setting, different story because you're catching and cooking them at the same time. Plus you're hunting a pet, and you can AFK for 30 minutes at a crack. And I gave Sean major FOMO, so he grinded out the barbs. Like I said earlier, I can't believe how many people you convinced to go get that shit. Oh, I don't have that tell you. Huh. I suppose I should have just done house telly. Yeah, so that's just DNL. So you guys on the YouTube side, do you have so do me a favor, look back in the stream VOD and see how far back can you guys go? Can you go back the full how long have I been streaming? Hour and 40 minutes, or can you only go back 16 minutes? Because I accidentally forgot. Well, I clicked the go live button, but I didn't stay on this particular browser window to actually make it like confirm, hey, you're live. So it was getting data, but it wasn't actually live to the public, at least as far as I know. So I'm wondering if, you guys coming in, it starts back at the start of the VOD and not currently what's live, and also how far back that goes. So anybody would speak up and tell me how that works. Greatly appreciated. Of course, if you are starting back from the beginning and you're an hour behind, you're not going to get this request until after I'm done streaming. Uh, you can only go back 16 minutes. Ah, shit. Alright, well then when I'm done, I will need to go back and see if the VOD at least goes back there, because in my buffer, I can see back to the start on the backside. Shit. Sorry about that. It might be easier for me just to take the Twitch side of things and upload it to YouTube then. I wonder, can I see it from the front end? It always recommends me my own screen, like, hey, it's for you. It's like, yeah, great. What if I search for myself? It does show me live. Okay, it's muted. Yeah, damn it. Okay, I'll see what I can do. If I can clean it up, I will. If not, I will export it from I'll export it from Twitch. Oh, you fucking... I really should just make those left click. There's no reason for them to be drinkable anymore. I guess we'll find out in 10 minutes once he finishes the quest. You'll have to give us your scathing review of how much fun you had doing the ship-to-ship combat. Alright, last step. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, wait, I went here specifically so I could do this. Clue scroll? Yeah. That's what I was just doing. Ironman duties. Hey, Allie. How am I? I am doing pretty good. A little tired. So I'm gonna wind down with a quick farm run, and I think we'll be calling it a day. 50 p.m. will do that to you. 89 KF 99. Hell yeah. 99 what? Farming. Oh, cool. Even though it's spread out over a long period of time, it's one of the fastest skills you can train. Like as far as time per time spent, or XP per time spent, just because it's but it's still time gated, so you have to wait for real life hours to pass and stuff. But it's big, especially if it's one of your first 99s. That farming cape telly to the bank is very, very nice. I used it as my primary bank for a very long time. My first ever. Hey, it was my first ever too. Nice. It's a good one. Especially as an Ironman. Very, very important. I do kind of wish that having 99 farming meant that none of your stuff diseased anymore, but you just can't have nice things. I'm a master level farmer and, somehow somehow my stuff still dies. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... schedule a stream set up for tomorrow. On the YouTube side I'm talking. Just make sure that it has an automatically start thing, like Twitch does, and not have to manually do it every time. By rights I should also do a manual end too. Wonder what happens on an automatic start if I don't have one scheduled. Would it just automatically reuse? I'm gonna try that tomorrow. No, I won't. Tomorrow we'll try the automatic start, make sure that works, and then the next day we're gonna see what happens if I just stream to YouTube without setting up a live stream. What that does. That'll be interesting. Because I mean, on the Twitch side, you don't have to do any of that stuff. It just creates a new VOD whenever you start streaming and end stream. So surely YouTube can do that too. That is where I already was. Alright, fellas, as we wrap up this last patch, we'll do some of the bit the outro. Thank you guys for hanging out. And on the YouTube side, I messed up. Sorry for that. I will, like I said, as soon as this is over, I'll upload another one. If you hang out in chat, I'll give you a link to that. And you can go back on the VOD and watch the first hour where it was just, it was me doing PNM. So if you want to see that with some conversational type stuff, you're welcome to. Like I said, hang out in the chat. I'll keep the stream going. Yeah, I'll keep the stream going for a bit. Start the upload. I don't know what processing time will be like on the Twitch side. I again apologize for that, but I'll leave it unlisted until tomorrow if you want to watch that stuff. In the meantime, tomorrow we'll go back to PNM. Pat doesn't know if he's going to be on or not, so we might not be doing Frosthaven tomorrow. So it may just be a full day of PNM, which means we'll get potentially 50 or 60 KC tomorrow, or ideally just get the mace and be done with that place. Hey, that rhymed. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.